Three, two. Hey everybody, you're listening to another episode of Monkey Man and the Fat Boy. Damn, I almost forgot the name of our show. Let me start that over. Three, two. Hey everybody, you guys are back for another episode of Monkey Man and the Fat Boy. I am Fat Boy.
And the Monkey Man.
How's it going, brother? How you been?
Christmas time, baby.
I know.
Snow on the ground.
I know. It's good to see it. I mean, I wasn't expecting it. I went to sleep last night and I was like, what the fuck? When I woke up this morning because I looked outside and I was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It was one of those times. What's new?
Besides the snow, the car's put away for the winter. Got the 4x4 out.
Yeah?
That's about it, man.
Good to go?
I hope. We'll
Man, the last time you were here, Noah saw your car. He went outside. And he was like, that's his car? I was like, yeah, that's his car. Yeah, total. He was like, when he saw it, he was in boy heaven. You know what I mean? So, did you see my Yankees acquired Giancarlo Stanton?
All I gotta say about that is it was a setup.
How's that? Jeter?
Dieter, cheater, it's all the same.
Yeah.
You ask me, how's this guy that's gonna have a team called the Florida Marlins
Right.
and trade away their stud
I
to
don't
his
think
former
it was like
to his
that, though.
former team?
I mean, he came in because he's the Marlins owner now. For those of you who may not know, and there's debate whether or not. Well, Miami residents basically grilled Derek Jeter. I'm gonna put that up on our Facebook page, but they're not happy because Giancarlo Stanton was one of the. Well, he was the MVP of the National League.
Yep.
And got traded over to the Yankees, who was Derek Jeter's former team. So some people are crying foul. Yeah, Miami
I
fans.
don't care how you paint it, man. How are you gonna go to a team, take over the team,
Yeah.
when your agenda is to try to
Okay.
be
Yeah.
to get to the postseason? How
Yeah,
are you supposed to get to the postseason if you give away your best man?
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, isn't your point? If you buy something, right, and you see that it's defected, you know what I'm saying? Don't you take it back and get a newer version of it? You know what I mean? I mean, basically, wouldn't you come in and take a look at what you got, and if you don't think it's good enough, restructure?
that'd be understandable. However, you don't trade your best man. That'd be like me. That'd be like me going and taking over the Yankees,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And taking over and saying, yeah, get rid of Derek Jeter.
Right.
Well, why? Yeah, we really don't need him.
But
Come on, man.
but what's the use in crying foul if in the end it's really not going to matter? They're not going to do anything about that.
Either way,
Right.
either way, if I was a fan of the Miami Marlins,
Yeah.
I'd be pissed.
Right.
I'd like to see my team have a playoff game in Florida.
That guy who's a
Come
Marlins
on.
fan who goes to all the major or
Yeah.
the playoffs, he's sitting in the back.
With his orange jacket.
Yeah.
He's probably right now, he probably hung himself, bro.
Right.
He probably
That's
hung
what
himself.
I'm talking about.
Because there's no way you can't, man, you just know.
Now, I play deck hockey, right? Deck hockey is a growing sport here in Bettendorf, Iowa. It's being brought to the forefront, basically, in sports here in the Quad Cities by a former Mallard, Patrick Levesque,
Yep.
from Canada. I'm not too sure what town. Anyway, it's catching on. It's growing like wildfire, bro.
Oh, by far.
And I've kind of developed a little bit of a reputation and good friendships there with a lot of the players. And it's a small knit community. It's family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, you know what I'm saying? You talk about Christmas bummer, dude. I reached out to all my teammates because what happened was I told Jessica I was going to play up until my body let me, dude.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm 42.
Damn old.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting rickety. You know what I'm saying? In my old
What are
age.
you talking
I do
to?
a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, my body's talking to me, specifically my wrists, my joints. Dude,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway.
He said joint.
With that said, the teams I played with have been like family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I was lucky to when I came onto the league, the team that they put us on was basically a free agent team. Well, we got lucky, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we took the cup.
You guys won. You guys took the cup.
We took the cup. It's not easy. It's not easy to do. Well, that was as the league was growing. Now it's gotten that much bigger.
Yes.
There's a lot more teams that have been added. I got asked, because it's by division, basically, I'm in a certain tier.
Yeah.
And if I'm in that tier, I can play in that tier with players that have been, are the same level as me, playing ability wise. And you're ranked by the league. And basically, if you're ranked a certain tier, you can drop down a tier. You can be asked to sub in a level down.
Okay.
And play on a team in another league. But that's it. Other than that, you can only sub. You know what I mean? So I got asked, and I played in 2 leagues, basically 2 tiers, 2 levels.
Yeah.
Now, one of the team that's been dominating the league is they're called the Devils. So much so that they even merchandise themselves, and they have hats, and they're known for being they market themselves, and
they're incorporated.
Yeah,
they're an LLC,
and they're so good that they've got a reputation in the league for being, I think, because of the logo, a little bit of a pushover team. You know what I mean? And I told my wife, because I ended up winning again with the team. I saw this team and was asked to sub. That was the whole point of me telling you about the tiers. So this team in a tier lower asked me to sub for a game. I played with those guys, and dude, the second I saw them, which happens to feature one of the players on that team, that's how I met my business partner Zach from Animal. Anyway, they asked me to play, and right away I saw, bro. I was like, these guys can play. So I played with them, and lo and behold, we won. Because I saw, though, that they had the talent, and so I made that decision to play with them. Now, that being said, right, I reached out to some of my players, my close players, my friends, who I consider to be people who need to know. You know what I mean? Because at the party for the cup this year, for the teams who had won it, the championship teams were invited to drink and party for free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So their team was there because they won the cup in a certain division, they being the Devils of the league. And our other division champions, who I was a part of anyway, we were there to celebrate for that cup or whatever. So we were there. One of the Devils players approached me, and I had told Jessica, if I were to play with the team, it would be I think I would have made my mark. I would have basically accomplished what I set out to do.
Yeah.
If I would to have been ever asked to play on a team, I told her, if I were to ever play on a team, it would be with the Devils. You know what I mean? And lo and behold, they asked me. So I was like, fucking A, dude. You know what I'm saying? Now what that entailed was figuring out over the holiday season, which is when teams start figuring out who they're going to pick or whatever. Things started getting thrown around and figuring out who's going to be in what division or whatever. And I thought it was going to affect one team in one tier, and it didn't. It did the opposite, which was what I didn't want it to do, which was affect the team I was going to want to play with, which was full deck. And the Nordex, who are the team that I won the championship with, that is not who it affected. If we ended up changing the name of the team and going to a different tier. With that said, I had to tell these guys on full deck, I'm playing with the Devils. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, I'm trying to make it as short as I can, as sweet as I can. Anyway, so I reached out to them saying, hey, I'm not trying to be a jerk, Well, I should say in that process, in the process that was them basically accepting me, adding me to the Facebook page, saying this is the team for the year. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I was like, it's official. I'm fucking in this team, bro. I did it.
Yeah.
Anyway, in the whole grand scheme of it, I mean, in the process of it, one of the players that was on my full deck team was also asked to play with
Mhm.
the Devils. He reached out to me and said, "Hey, what are you gonna do?" And I had said, "Well, the Nordex is not gonna be effective." He said, "I'm not talking about the Nordex. I'm talking about full deck." And I was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna stay," because those were my intentions.
Yeah.
Then I realized that this team is in the same tier as full deck. That's what happened.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I was
Kind of in a pickle now, huh?
yeah. So I was like, it threw me a curveball. So anyway, I reached out to these guys and was like, look, I was asked by these guys to play for them. I'm getting older. You know what I'm saying? I was sweet with them. As I found out, they had asked this guy Corey to play with them, who was from my former team, Full Deck. I reached out to Corey, or Corey had reached out to me and said, "What are you gonna do?" So I was like, "I'm gonna stay on Full Deck because those were my intentions." After I thought about it for about a day and a half, I was
Mhm.
like, "You know what? If I only have a couple more seasons, you know what I'm saying? I want to go where I think I'm gonna win."
Yeah. Of course.
So-
Everybody
Yeah.
want that.
So I told these guys, I want to go where I was honest with them, bro. I was like, look, this is what's going on. This is how many years I feel like I have left. And I want to go to a team that, in my heart of hearts, I just, with this happening and this happening and this happening and this happening, that only leaves this many players with that many holes in the roster, and not knowing too many other players who can fill those spots that I know of.
Yeah.
It's a bust. So I mean,
Good job, LeBron James.
Yeah, bro. And so I sent the message out, dude. And then, long story short, I get a message back saying, "Well, that may be the case, but you trying to leave and take other members of the team with you is a dick move."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what he thought.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a thought, but the thing is that they had reached out to Corey first.
Yeah.
Before it was confirmed that I was on the team. I never wasn't anything. I had nothing to do with that other than Corey reaching out to me and asking me, "What are you gonna do?" I think me telling him I was gonna support Full Deck made him make his option. So once I made that move, I said, "Hey, I think these guys are gonna make a move on me. I'll let you know if that happens." You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to play with Corey. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I want the best, who I consider to be in my category. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So I'm gonna have Corey's back. In other words.
Yeah.
So, but it's funny because the person who called me out on it was somebody who I didn't expect and who I have great respect for. Now, he's also the person who helped me recruit players at the beginning of Full Deck, in which we made similar moves like that to try and get the best players to come
Yeah,
on
and now
our
that
team,
it happened,
because
to his own team, he's crying foul.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, because Athena, our goalie, she's kind of in the middle of a pickle right now too, because it's becoming like there's like some drama going on because there's a women's team who wants to play in one of those tiers against men in the men's league, and
Fucking women.
they had. Oh, see, this is a topic of conversation then, because Athena, who's one of the biggest supporters and champions of women's hockey there at Deck, is crying foul because they're all of a sudden not. We knew this was her plan. She told us, "Hey, this is what's going on," just like I did, kind of like I did. She said, we're gonna have a women's team in the what they call the D4+ league, and so. For me, I was like, "Hey, that's props." You know what I'm saying? You guys got an all women's team. You guys want to play with men? Straight, no problem. That's props to you, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then all of a sudden, they dropped the bomb yesterday of you guys aren't going to be allowed to play.
Up to them.
Because the rules state, you know what I'm saying? But the rules have a lot of holes here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So it's like
Deck's only been around here for like the last 5 years?
right.
4 years maybe.
Right, but my only thing is, like I said, because I respect everybody involved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I champion Athena because I see where she's coming from. You know what I'm saying? I totally, you know what I'm saying? But I think that if you're gonna be a league for the community, then you need to let the community decide. If the community says, hey, and those hands in the air are heavily outnumbering the nays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then let them play.
Yeah, and you know, and with this being that it's so young,
right?
You know, you can go ahead and establish. Well, whether you know you just want an all women's league, you know, all men's league, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now you bring an all women's team into the men's league, then you just get rid of all the leagues and you just make it a mixed league.
Yeah.
So girls want to be on boys' team, boys want to be on girls' teams.
Right.
Just fine then.
Right.
You know, or make the rule and say, okay, if you got 10 people, 3 of them must be women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, see,
that
is in the
that's
rules.
what it does.
That's what it is in the rules. It says 5 women can play.
Okay.
Basically. So they're pointing that out. But there's, like I said, there's a lot of loopholes, bro. It's deep. I mean, if I could, I would have some people on here to discuss that because that's a real big. It's a big topic because both sides have interesting points.
Yeah.
But, I mean, when you see it on Facebook or you see it on social media is basically saying let them play.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like
let them play.
Exactly.
Let them
that's
play.
what comes to mind, dude. So I think we're gonna see that. I mean, I think if the league were smart, they'd let them do it. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, I respect all parties involved. I got nothing but love for everybody there. So I mean,
and you know what? And if it doesn't affect anybody, then it doesn't. You know, plain and simple.
And to the as far as the person involved, saying that's a dick move, in my opinion. You know, I wish them well and happy holidays. Bro.
Right,
You know
that's what you can do. You know, it
I mean?
ain't like you're tucking your tail between your legs and taking off, but
right.
Humanely, manly, you know, you can handle it one of 2 ways. Like, man, you know, screw you, kiss my ass, you know, or hey, that's not what it is, and if you don't want to listen, that's fine. Right. But hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, love you. You know, I'll see you during the season.
I mean, I've gotten worked up, you know, many a time, but I just with this person, it's like, dude, I know that after time, you're gonna see it differently.
Yeah.
Because my intentions weren't bad at all.
Yeah.
My intentions were nothing but good, and fell. You know, I don't know. Social media and texting has a way of making your conversation turn into something.
Oh yeah. Oh well, you know, and that's just it. And that I could probably pull up about 10 stories, instances of how a tweet, a text, you know, or something on the computer, you know, doesn't, because you can't convey what you're really trying to say. You know, like, hey, I love you! Exclamation point. Okay, yeah, cool. No, dude, for like I love you, you know, or I hate you. You know, meaning like, damn it, dude, why'd you do that? I hate you, man. You know, trying to be funny and whatnot, but then all of a sudden that other person on the other line is going, he hates me. What I do?
Right.
I mean, screw him. Fuck him, you know? Yeah. And then all of a sudden you try to explain yourself and you're like, híjole.
But anyway, so I was caught up in drama like that, bro. It was just like, and it just put a damper on my Christmas, dude, because it was like, because even Jessica was like, because we went out to dinner last night, and we were on the road, and she was like, you're not very talkative, and I was like, man, that's when I let loose.
And then you unleashed on her. She's probably rolling her eyeballs.
She's like, well, you can't have it. I'm like, no, man, see, I'm right, he's wrong. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, it is what it is, and dude, you try and do what you want to do,
and people just see it wrong.
Yeah.
You know, and no matter how you try to explain it or whatnot, some people just don't listen. You can't make everybody
happy sometimes.
Then you can't. No, you can't though.
Yeah.
You can't.
And you can't fret about it when you don't.
Dude, it's like when you involve yourself in sports and stuff like that, you know, and like how you said it's your second family and whatnot, you know, it's just like a marriage.
Right.
You know, can't make both happy. Can't make her happy all the time.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna make you happy all the time.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, like I said, it's all good, man. Anyway, getting to topics in the news, bro. We had another North Korean defector, like we were talking about last week. Or not? Was it? Well, in one of the past shows, anyway. It happened again, man.
Telling you, man. I believe it happens a lot.
Right.
You know, more than what we think or that
Oh,
we're told.
yeah, yeah,
you know,
for sure.
but I think they're gonna start doing it now to where they're gonna make people aware.
Yeah.
Around the world, you know, anytime somebody's gonna defect, they're gonna say it. You know, they're gonna try to use that as a ploy.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and a tactic. You know, one way or the other for whatever reason. But
Yeah.
oh yeah, he's not the first.
What do
he
you
ain't
think?
the last.
What do you think of those ships too that are washing up in Japan? Those what do they call them? Like they're North Korean ships with dead bodies in them. And there was even bodies that washing up on the shore.
You know what? I was gonna bring that up a long time ago because it's happened a long time ago.
Yeah.
And what this is,
It started happening a long time
what
ago.
what they're doing, it's a psychological game
Right.
that the North Koreans don't care. Right? We'll kill these people. Don't care. And then they put them on these like little floating shanty little like whatever and throw them in the ocean.
Right.
You know, because they know the current, the way the current is
Right.
going to take that to Japan. So yeah, these bodies are just
That's
washing
crazy.
up. You know,
and I was thinking that too. I'm like, I wonder what
it's a scare
happened.
tactic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was wondering about that. I was like, I wonder what menacing shit happened behind all of that. You know, that led those people to be on that shit because you know that shit's been set up. That shit was.
You know what? Over there, like I said, people have been starving for so long, especially since all the sanctions are being, you know, pulled, you know, on North Korea.
Yeah.
And that's food and everything, bro.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
everything. And so these people are literally dropping like flies over there, starving. Their armies, the army over there is so starving that a lot of them, you know, are trying to defect or trying to, you know, like, man, you guys ain't even feeding us. And they were told specifically, wherever you're stationed at, whatever this is at, if you're hungry, you go to whoever's house, you steal their food, eat their food. If you're by the farm or whatnot, you eat their, you know.
It's a funny thing to just hear it though, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you hear somebody just say that like that, that's the situation over there. I mean, it's like you got to take yourself out of just the conversation and think about that.
Yeah.
Think about that situation and you being in that situation where you want out because.
Yeah, they got hot summers over there, and they got very cold winters over there.
Right.
It's getting winter over there right now, man.
Right.
So you're gonna start seeing a lot more defectors. You're gonna start seeing a lot more bodies washing up.
Right.
Because, like I said, these people are just dying left and right. So put them on a raft and set them down in the ocean and let them wash up in Japan. Just let Japan know. We don't care about anybody. We don't care about people. We don't care about you.
Right.
We'll bomb the shit out of you. You know, and it's a scare tactic. It really is. What's surprising me, though, is this. You got dead bodies.
Yeah.
Right? We were talking about the other day about diseases and stuff like that or whatever.
Yeah.
If they wanted to, they can poison those bodies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Purposely put the plague on those bodies.
Yeah.
So when they get rescued or whatever on Japan,
we had talked about.
Look how what that could do.
Right.
You know.
We talked about how I don't remember if it was on air if we were just talking about it, but we were talking about Dan Brown's Inferno and how that book was just felt. I mean, the book was better than the movie, but the storyline of the movie was they were gonna release this plague to basically reset humanity because it was, and it was being interpreted by this guy's followers as a good deed. Anyway, it kind of borders on that because once they launch that, it's like
Yeah, and dude, I'm telling you, man.
And the same concept as Planet of the Apes. You know what I'm saying? Once that shit started to spread, it was like...
Yes. And like I said, like the movie that we were talking about, The Little Monkey, you know, it was no relation to me, just let you know. But the little monkey that was spreading that disease around, and they had to quarantine the whole town or whatever, you know, that everybody was dying in, you know, that stuff's real.
Yeah.
That's no joke.
I believe that.
I mean, we technically still have the plague naturally still in this world. And we still have cases especially in the United States, you know, here and there, that it'll just pop up.
Right.
I mean, there's no explanation. I mean, I would almost have to say it's almost religious, you know, religiously tied, or maybe even just human nature in itself, that it's like fish in a pond. If there's too much fish in a pond, a disease happens, and it kills off most of that fish, right? Well, once they get rid of those fish and this and that, then it's okay again. You can start life again, and no big deal. It doesn't make no sense. Well, people are living longer, way longer.
Yeah.
And we're getting overpopulated in this world.
I thought I had seen an article saying
and
that
sometimes natural, dude. I can see.
See, I thought I had seen an article though saying that our expectancy is now lowered. I mean, whether that's
we might have leveled off or whatnot, but you got to figure 50 years ago, 60 years ago, polio was the biggest thing that were killing people off left and right. You know, back then, you know, if you had a disease, cancer, or stuff like that, man, you didn't live that long. I would have to say that back in the about 50, 60 years ago, life expense, maybe 60s, 70s, bro, we're living into the 90s, man. You know? I mean, you got people that are, you know, hey, Martha from Kentucky is 116 today. You know, let's give her a shout out. Willard?
Yeah.
Willard Scott. Yeah. You know? And, dude, I'm telling you, this world is big, don't get me wrong. But
you know what? Talking to that, let's take a break, cause we gotta reset. But yeah, I want to ask you something. We'll be right back.
We're back from the studio, people. Commercials are brought to you by Nabisco's Shredded Wheat.
Back from HR. Okay, so the question I had was about the we had talked that the article you sent me about that St. Louis experiment.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm referencing that to one of the last episodes we had. One of the earlier episodes where we were talking about a cloud that was lingering over Europe.
Europe, yep, Eastern Europe.
And it was what basically what would you say?
It was a radioactive.
It was man-made.
It was oh man, it's crazy, man. We're getting into nanotechnology.
But I didn't want to get so much. Yeah. What in a nutshell? What was the cloud about?
Basically, what this cloud was detected over Eastern Europe, but it was only around certain countries like Germany and stuff like that. Totally around France. Totally around.
And this was in November, guys.
Yes, this is just a few months ago, but information on it wasn't released till further studies, I should say.
Right.
But it was on the hush hush. It was quiet, dude.
Yeah.
You know, and they're saying that it is Russian.
Yeah.
Caused, you know.
Well, yeah, because all the articles that I looked up, and you know, it was in the news. But all the articles I looked up was it's that time of the show. Yeah, pointing at Russia.
Yeah, and they really didn't deny anything.
Right.
But people, just picture a cloud over you, but radioactive. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, you've heard about acid rain back in the 80s. You know,
and
90s,
that was why I was
You know, think about this, people. If you can put chemicals in a cloud. That eventually will either dissipate over on top of you, you know, and or actually rain and this stuff comes down on you.
Yeah.
Is that the possibility?
It sounds sexual, bro.
You know? Yeah.
No, yeah, seriously. It is crazy because, like you said, we had talked about. You had said that you referenced that because we were talking about testing and stuff like that, and that just threw me a loop when you told me about that, because then I read the article because you had just previously sent it to me, but then I was referring to that because I wanted to talk about the article you sent me about the LSD experiments.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? What was that about?
All right. What was it? Pont d'Esprit, France.
Right.
Little town, something like that. There was a little town out in France. This is back in 1950. Was that 51? Something like that.
Yeah.
I think it was like 1951. And what it was the CIA was testing LSD, a man-made, everybody knows what LSD is, it is what it is. But back then, well, yeah, back then, it was like 100% pure. You know what I'm saying? It was, how can this affect, to the extreme? And what they did was, people, check this out. They picked this town for a reason.
It is Pont Esprit.
Yeah.
Mass poisoning. Okay, so Pont Saint Esprit, also known as Le Pain Malde, occurred on August 15th, 1951 in the small town of Pont Saint Esprit in southern France. More than 250 people were involved, including 50 persons interned in asylums, and resulted in 7 deaths. A foodborne illness was suspected, and among these it was originally believed to be a case of cursed bread.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
And what it was the CIA came with this LSD specifically to that town because it was a town by itself, like Geneseo. You know what I'm saying? Just nobody around for miles and miles and miles,
Right.
And they're like, okay, so how can we target this town, and what would be the best way? What would be the best way to spread this?
Right.
Because we wanted to spread at one time only, and
yeah, this is on. It's my phone is
highway. so all of a sudden, they went to the local bread baker, and they tainted his flour, right? Wow. So when the
pan dulce, yeah.
So when the baker was making his bamboleo,
Abuelita's running down the street.
everybody in that town, they'd wake up or whatever, walk down to the bakery, get their rolls for the day, for the for breakfast, lunch or whatever, and this and that. Well, that's how they spread it.
That is insane.
So one by one, people were getting phone calls to the cops. Hey,
in the tree.
Hey, Pierre is going nuts, man. I don't know what's going on with him, right? Well, then all of a sudden, another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, and these people are tripping out. I mean, they're tripping out to the point to where they,
imagine walking down the street.
First they thought, oh my God, these people this person is possessed by the devil.
Yeah. Imagine walking down the street seeing that.
Yeah. So then all of a sudden, 1, 2, 3, 4. By the time you know it, hundreds of these people, because they all ate the bread,
Yeah.
And what ended up happening was, hundreds of people got affected by it, tripping balls. 50 of them, I guess, or so, were totally messed up for the rest of their lives. You know what I'm saying? Their brain just melted, man. And
what does LSD do to your brain, bro?
Dude, it's a mood altering, drug, and when done right or whatever, it.
Because I remember,
it gives you a sense of euphoria. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man, they did it at Woodstock and shit. Hey, don't touch the LSD. Yeah. The brown LSD is good.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, because the hippies in high school were like, dude, it makes your brain bleed.
Yeah. No, but, and that's just it, and some people, OD'd, and they died over there in France, whatnot.
Overdoses? LSD overdoses?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Really?
And,
I mean, I heard of people, just
having a bad trip and stuff like
Yeah,
that or
dying
whatever.
from a
But like
bad
I said, man, sometimes it messes up their brain so much that
Right.
it makes them crazy for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that was the story behind Sid Barrett.
Right?
Some of the members of Pink Floyd say no, that wasn't the case, but I don't know.
Yeah. That
They said that he took so. Well, the rumor was that he took so much LSD because he was waking up in the morning and having it in the morning, and he would take it.
Yeah, dude.
Dinner.
Some say that's almost the same thing that happened with Brian Wilson
Yeah.
of the Beach Boys.
Yeah, yeah.
You
He was
know?
living in a sandbox. Remember that?
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. That's some powerful drugs. But yeah, it was tied in. Eventually, the baker went
How
to
long
like
was
prison.
he in that sandbox? He was in there for like a year and a half.
I
Wasn't
don't
he, or
know,
something
like that.
We gotta look that up.
We'll have to. Well, next show.
Okay,
But yeah,
I'm on it.
yeah. So
Speaking of next show, just real quick, before we move on, because I wanted to hit on this. Dude's website is M3 Studios.
yes,
And I just wanted to throw that out there because last episode we said if we forgot to mention it, Manny Lopez Jr.'s website is M3.
M3.
Studios.
That's right.
Go check
M3.
out his music. But yeah, at the topic. So yeah, I mean, what does it do to your brain though? Does it deteriorate it? Does it?
They say because you're putting a foreign chemical into your body for one. Okay,
Right.
you know.
Well, yeah.
And when you do so much of it, you almost change the things that go on in your brain.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People don't realize that, if you have anxiety or whatever, this and
Right.
that, you take this medication.
Right.
It gives something in your brain more of what you're lacking so that you function right, or it takes less, It's really weird, whether I'm trying to think.
But is this like one of those things from like what was that movie where that movie with Seth Rogen and Franco where they're smoking weed all the time?
Yeah. Pineapple Express?
Yeah, Pineapple Express. Is it like that where it was manufactured by the government?
Yeah, man.
Was it really?
Dude, I'm telling you, LSD was made by our government.
Right.
And that's why it was tested here and there. When they tested on soldiers, they tested in that town.
Why isn't there so much emphasis on LSD though? I mean, why is it rare for them to say we caught so and so with, so many sheets of LSD?
Yeah, because I don't know, man.
That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably because it's so hard to detect. It doesn't have a smell. There's no taste to it. Most of the times it's either on a sugar cube or on a piece of paper.
Right.
Unless you know what it looks like, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But again, people that have that,
Right.
it's because they either one make it,
Yeah.
and and distribute it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's crazy.
That's
Crazy.
It is crazy.
But yeah, it's hard to detect. I mean,
Yeah.
they you're going down the road like those 80-year-old people just last week that got busted with 80 pounds of marijuana.
Where was that?
Like in Chicago, I think, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, an 80-year-old man and an 83-year-old woman.
Had to be Mexicans, right?
No, they were white.
Really?
They were honky donkeys. No, and it was funny. Yeah, man. The officer pulled him over because of course, something stupid.
Right.
I believe he didn't use his blinker or something.
Right.
So as soon as the cop pulled up, he got out of his car and walked to the creek, he's like, "Holy crap!" Right away, hey, yeah, you might want to get a canine unit down here. And sure enough, he had, I think they said $863,000 worth of street value.
Street value, yeah.
Of marijuana
That's crazy.
in the back of their truck.
Right.
I mean, come on, people. Someone took my idea, though.
Yeah.
Use old people to traffic that shit. Man,
How old were they, did you say?
They're like 80 and 83.
Oh, I didn't catch that part.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That's somebody's grandparents.
Dude, yes.
Damn.
Can you imagine? Hey, what's happening to Grandma and Grandpa this year for Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't hear?
Up.
You didn't hear? They go to prison.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah. That'll be the story they'll be telling their friends when they're older, man. Can you imagine that?
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
What'd you find?
Hold on. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, pictures and everything. Cal, this one's from the New York Times. It says marijuana for Christmas. Elderly couple arrested with 60 pounds for gifts. I forgot to tell you that. That was.
They were wrapped? Oh, hell no.
A couple in their 80s were arrested in Nebraska on Tuesday for allegedly transporting 60 pounds of marijuana worth several $100,000,
right,
which they told the police they intended to give away as Christmas presents. The couple, Patrick Gyron, 83, and his wife Barbara Gyron, 80, were pulled over in the Toyota Tacoma pickup truck by deputies from a New York County Sheriff's Department, or the York County Sheriff's Department, when they failed to signal a turn. Pendejos. Yeah, they were on I-80. Okay,
right.
See, I thought it was in Chicago, but no, it was in Nebraska. But
Okay.
they're coming towards the New York.
Right.
Or they plan on going to like New Hampshire. We'll see. Deputies searched the vehicle after smelling the strong odor of raw marijuana and found roughly 60 pounds of it with an estimated street value of more than $300,000. Okay. The department said in a statement they also found what the department described in a statement as multiple containers of concentrated THC.
Oh, shit.
Oh!
Yeah, people getting carried away with that stuff.
It's Colorado, bro.
Yeah.
And that's where they were coming from.
Right.
Had to have.
Right.
The chemical compound found in cannabis that causes a euphoric high.
Yeah, because when we went, they had all kinds of brochures and
It's all everywhere, dude.
But I mean, on every brochure they give you, it says don't leave the state with it. You know what I mean, because once you cross those lines, you know, it's an offense.
Oh yeah, and you know, let's see. Told the police they were traveling from their home state of California to Vermont, with a planned pit stop in Boston, and intended to distribute the drugs to family and friends as Christmas gifts. The use of recreational medicinal marijuana.
Where were they from?
California has been legalized in several states, including
in
California. Yes.
Yeah.
And Massachusetts, but not in Vermont, according to the National Organization of Reform Marijuana.
See, that's why they need to legalize it across the board. You can't be finicky with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because now you're crossing. I mean,
you're crossing multiple states.
Yeah.
You know,
there's a conflict of interest there.
You're a drug mule.
Yeah.
You know.
You are.
And so, it says right here that the couple were cited to charges of possession of marijuana with intent to deliver, and of lacking of a drug tax stamp. I would love to see one of these tax stamps.
Right.
I'd like to buy a couple thousand of them and just sell them online.
Yeah,
you know, hey, what are you selling, Luke? I got drug stamps, tax stamps. You know, that way you don't get busted for that.
Right.
Let's see.
Is Aaron listening live?
I don't know. He keeps.
Oh, you know who this is? This is San Luis sending me crazy shit all the time, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
He just sent it to me too.
We can't show the audience that, can we?
You
No,
know.
it's YouTube. He be sending some crazy shit, man.
Hold on, I'm still trying to download.
Excuse me. The first time he sent one, I thought he was sending it personally to me, but then I caught on that he was sending it to everybody.
I don't know who I got this from, but I'd like to say thank you. This brings a holiday cheer to my heart.
Oh, man.
And I know it was from yours, so whoever it was, thank you. I appreciate it. That's what I call ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Oh. So we had, okay. Moving on, bro. We had a request from a listener. We had a request from a listener who said, hey, you guys should go more in depth into who you guys are. So in a nutshell, I've mentioned little here and there that you're a military man, but if you could package it into something, what would you package it into? Who the fuck are you, bro? Who the fuck are you?
My name is
bro?
Luke Cicito. I'm 41 years old, single, father of 3, former United States Marine Corps. I'm, born and raised Silvis boy. 5th Street baby.
Props. Thank you for your service.
Born and raised 5th Street to Hero Street.
Right.
All family and friends. All 5,000 of us, shoot. But product of Silvis. Graduated UT. From there, went to the Marines.
Right.
That, and then grew up, but had babies.
Who's your favorite baseball team?
My favorite baseball teams would be the Cubs and the White Sox.
You can't see, man. You can't. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, Chicago Bulls.
People hate that I'm a Sox fan and a Cubs fan. But then again,
well, I mean, hey,
I tell them, you know what? Then if that bothers you so much,
I'm gonna say something.
I'm a fan of baseball.
I'm gonna talk about somebody, bro, and she's a staple of the street. She's a staple of our neighborhood, bro. All right. Remember that old lady who was a Cubs fan and a Cardinals fan? Do you remember her? She used to go down to the quick shop every fucking day. I mean, not every day, but every now and then you'd run into her, and she drove a car and she liked both the Cardinals and the Cubs.
Yeah, I don't remember her though.
Yeah, I thought you would remember her. Straight up, yeah. She was like, I
Yeah,
know
that's
some
funny.
of you guys who are from the street remember that lady, that old lady who was both a Cubs fan and a Cardinals fan.
That's
I know
hilarious.
Vic and Lewis have to remember them.
That's hilarious.
Or remember her.
No, but yeah, no, oh, you can't be. Why can't I have
Right,
an American League team and a National team?
Right.
But then again, I in the house that I was raised at is hilarious because this is what's funny, people. In the Quad Cities, if it wasn't a damn Cubs game, it was a White Sox game.
Right.
If it wasn't a White Sox or a Cubs game, it'd be a St. Louis game.
Yeah.
If it wasn't either of that, you always had WTB or TBS, man. You could watch the Braves every freaking game.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Yeah.
Where we lived at, why would they televise fucking Braves? But the Braves had, Warner Turner,
Yeah.
I think he owned that team, so that he always put them on TBS,
Right.
But WGN.
Dude, I was salty, dude, because there's some kind of there's a perimeter where we can watch some teams because Menzo didn't do the research, right? And I bought the NHL package,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't watch the Colorado Avalanche because they're within that perimeter,
Really?
and they black them out. Yeah, dude.
Mhm.
Even with the NHL network, dude, they don't let me watch my team. I'm like, that's some bogus shit because I'm a fan, and as a franchise, as an organization, you should let a fan be able to watch, especially if he's paying for it.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch all the other teams that I don't like. What the fuck? What's the point
See,
of that?
and but with that,
That would be like you buying Major League Baseball. You know what I'm saying? And not being able to watch the White Sox and the Cubs.
but that's just it. Because you can do that now, and you still don't get to watch the Cubs.
Well, I do watch it for free on my Amazon stick.
On this fire stick.
I can watch them now.
No,
Shit.
but this what's funny is like right now.
Yeah.
If I wanted to watch a certain team,
Yeah.
or like during baseball season,
Yeah.
Cubs fans, of course, naturally, the first thing they do is wake up during the day, get on Facebook.
Yeah.
Hey, what station are the Cubs playing today? Because before it would be like on regular.
Troy.
It'd be like channel 18.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna play on 18 today. Cool. Or damn it, because they have Direct TV or some shit like that.
Right.
Take your ass to the damn store and get yourself a damn set of rabbit ears.
Yeah.
Plug that shit in your TV. You can run it that way. Watch this game. But people that buy the NFL or the NHL or the MLB,
Right.
thinking that they're gonna be able to watch all the Cubs games.
It ain't like that.
It ain't like that. You just paid $80
Yeah.
for that shit.
For nothing.
And guess what?
Nothing.
I don't have cable. But guess what? I'm watching the Cubs game at my house, people.
Yeah,
I'm not that big.
It's that time of the show.
Somebody
out there selling cell phones, man, and you guys are a hustler. Let us know.
Right?
We will spread the word. Football team.
My favorite?
Yeah. Come on, dude.
I'm a Bears
This
fan.
is an expose, motherfucker.
I'm a Bears fan. But I do like other teams.
That's your problem. You're cheering for all the wrong teams.
Oh man. No, yeah, I'm a Bears fan. Diehard Bears fan. You know, I'm back to being a good Bears fan. You know, because now that we got rid of a piece of shit quarterback that we were stuck with, but
I never understood. I mean, nobody understood that. Nobody knows what the fuck the Bears are doing, dude. It doesn't make any goddamn sense, dude. It doesn't.
we got
I'm sorry,
a
but it
100
just don't.
we got a 107-year-old lady running the team. She needs to die.
We don't condone death. He's just joking.
My man, killer.
Okay. Well, enough said there. The Bears. Wow.
1985.
You big into
champions.
basketball?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who's your team?
Bulls, baby, the Bullies.
The
The
Bulls.
Bulls. Los Bulls.
Same thing there, man. I don't know what's going on. I mean, well, I guess I can't.
They've
really
been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude came back after getting his
Yeah.
face busted by
Yeah.
this other
But
player.
when they got rid of Thibodeau, I was like, man, what the fuck is going on? Because he's a good coach,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and you can't blame what's going on him, dude. Or
No.
what was going on at the
Yeah,
time.
and exactly. I mean, but then again, you know, you're trying to make acquisitions to better the team to get to the playoffs. You know.
Is that the point, bro?
Yeah,
In a
that's the
nutshell?
point, man.
Yeah, right.
But you know.
Thank you.
But not in Florida Marlins case. But anyways, but no.
No, I think I don't know.
But those years with Derek or with Rose,
right.
you know what's going to happen. You know this is that. I mean, the dude has talent. He knows
Yeah.
that. It's just that he breaks easy, man. You know.
Yeah.
And of course
I
you
get
got
it.
Jimmy Butler. You know,
Right.
he did what he was doing, took over the team. And he got treated wrong.
The team's gonna have a leader, man.
Yeah.
I mean, why do you think you got your Aaron Rodgers? You know, kids who love Aaron Rodgers, and everybody's gonna have a warrior.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, it is what it is. But yeah, man, nope. I'm a Bulls fan.
NHL.
NHL. Woo! Fucking Blackhawks, baby.
Oh man.
Hey,
How-
one
I gotta
of
look that
the
up real quick. I gotta
originals.
look it up real quick. Yeah.
Did you hear me?
Yeah. The original 6.
Yes, sir.
Let me see.
Now, if you're a hockey fan, you don't know what we're talking about. You're not a fucking hockey fan.
You're not a hockey fan. I can't do it. I can't do a fucking Canadian.
Hockey, hockey,
You're not a hockey fan.
hockey.
Oh my god. Chicago Blackhawks.
Let me look it up.
The Blackhawks.
Yes.
I want to see where they're at in the standings compared to my Colorado Avalanche.
Oh man, come on.
Fuck the Blackhawks.
Fuck the Avalanche.
Okay.
Who's
the
got more
Blackhawks are
championships?
17 and 13, and the Avalanche are 17 and 15. See, we've lost 2 more than you.
Because you guys suck.
No, points 39 to 37. We're gonna see what's up here, bro. We're gonna be coming up down the stretch. Let me see. Let me check out my apps. I don't think they played last night. They've had a couple sketchy games, man. Those.
Hey, the Blackhawks.
refs have
The
been-
Blackhawks went on a tirade for a while, man. We were like 9 games in a row or something like that.
The Avalanche have been. Oh damn! They fucking killed the Phoenix Coyotes last night, 6-2, bro. See, that's what I'm talking about. We're gonna see down the stretch, bro. We'll update this shit.
Hey, we'll see.
Yeah, we will, bro.
We'll see. I
We
mean,
will. It's on.
come on, bro.
We gotta start laying some bets down here, man.
We got some.
Yeah,
got some
we
players.
What do you like to do in your spare time, man? For the ladies,
Huh?
what do you like to do on your spare time? This is a question for the ladies.
I like to take
Oh
long,
shit! It's getting very white up in here.
long, hot baths
Cochino. Jeannie, are you listening to this?
with light bulbs turned halfway down.
You're gonna shock yourself. Dude. He gonna shock you,
No,
girl.
man.
He gonna shock you.
You know, what do I do? Nothing right now. I mean, it's winter. You really can't do much.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. How's that ride of yours holding up? How's that ride of yours holding up in the snow today?
My ride?
The first snowfall of the year.
Oh, Like I said, I got a winter car now, so.
Did you?
Yep.
Did you drive it here?
Yes, sir.
What is
Parked
it?
outside.
Did you just get it?
1998 Isuzu Trooper.
I'm gonna take a picture of it before you leave.
4-wheel drive.
Put it on.
ORV
Facebook. This is what
with
Luke
bullet
said.
holes.
Oh shit! Nah, you fucking lying.
It's an ORV with bullet holes.
Nah, you lie. Are you serious?
Excuse me. No, who's that from?
Straight up thug. No, I don't know. Wow, Luke's watching porn and shit.
Oh, someone's at the door.
Oh fuck. Man. Yeah. I was about to start singing, bro. I almost went into vape mode. Oh shit. Copyright laws. Turn it off.
We do not own this music
Right. Play it in the background. Play it in the background. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we're talking hockey.
Yes.
How do we know we're talking hockey? It's Christmas time, bro. That's
It's
how we
Christmas,
know.
man. It's who did the Winter Classic this year?
I think it's some bunk team.
Yeah. Well,
I
this
mean, it's
I'll tell you
not-
what.
I
I'll tell you
think
what's
it's
bunk
like-
next year's Winter Classic is going to be the Blackhawks
In the Avs.
and Pittsburgh, I think. But guess where it's at?
Where?
Fucking Notre Dame. They're gonna have it there at the football stadium.
That's cool.
No, it's not.
Yeah, why?
It should always be in one of the towns of whoever.
Well,
I mean, I can understand having a neutral thing, but
because they played at Wrigley Field.
dude, that's where they should have played, or Heinz Field, whatever, man. I mean, come on.
I don't think. Who's playing? The home team is playing though, right?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Who-
It's going to be the Blackhawks, and I think Pittsburgh,
Where's Notre Dame?
Indiana.
Yeah, what's that about?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's stupid.
I think they're marketing more to like the college football,
Yeah, fucking.
They gotta be.
Fuck Notre Dame.
or going to the team. But Notre Dame as a team, and
I mean, they don't get me wrong. Notre Dame has a hockey team.
I mean,
You know what I'm
college
saying?
hockey. That would be classic to me. I would watch a college hockey. I think they have. I think
You know,
they
it'd be
started-
cool though. Because I would actually. I was talking about it to my friend not too long ago. I would like to go to Madison, Wisconsin.
Right.
Go catch a hockey game up there.
Yeah.
A college hockey game. I think it'd be cool.
Right.
Go see some of
Oh
these
yeah.
up and comers.
Yeah, for sure. All the Winter Classic and all that, I think was inspired by that movie Mystery Alaska. Have you seen that?
Was it?
Oh, excuse me. Mystery Alaska.
No.
It's a small town that basically they have. They're based out of Alaska. The name of the town is Mystery, and they basically they have a tradition in the town of the men playing hockey.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're raised on hockey. Basically, it's frozen over all year round, so basically you skate everywhere you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so the city rallies around a game every year. Every week that this list of players, their jerseys are two colors. The jerseys are thrown into the middle, and they determine who's on whose team by throwing the sticks in the middle and then tossing it to one side. So if your stick's on this side, you're playing on that team that week. You know what I'm saying? And they go and
Cool.
watch the daily game. Yeah. So, but they get discovered by one of the town writers writes an article about them for Sports Illustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Sports Illustrated, and then they become known, and it sparks rumors in NHL, and they start looking into the town, and then they want to have the New York Rangers come and play them. So it's basically a game played on their home turf.
Is this a true story?
Yeah, no. This is a made up story that I know of. I don't think it's true. Yeah. So then shortly after that, they started having these games outdoors, and I'm like, that's fucking cool. Because I remember seeing that movie and saying that would be a cool concept.
Yeah.
Seeing an NHL game outdoors, and then sure enough, they started doing that, and I'm just like, dude, this is it. Every year,
That's
dude, I
cool.
watch.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the Winter Classic. I think it's kind of cool.
I love hockey, bro.
But I think they should do it. I wish they could do it like a little bit smaller stadium.
Why?
So that it's because like when they do it in Soldier Field, This hockey ring is only
Yeah,
it's a
that's
fraction
true.
of the, it's a
That's
fraction
true.
of the size.
Yeah, but it's about money.
But and you're
yeah,
you're so far
yeah,
away.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
you're
know what
basically
you mean. I know
you're
what
sitting
you mean.
outside freezing your balls off,
Right, right.
but you're watching a hockey game on the
Yeah.
big screen because
Yeah.
you're trying to look.
Which
you
you
know,
could do at home. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then but the tickets are just ridiculous,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Concerts are getting crazy too because they're becoming so elaborate that you want to take pictures and you get caught up in staring at the screen, and it's like you're distracted from the fact that the artist is like right there, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's crazy. I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean because I'm watching it at home and I'm thinking, man, that's a small rink compared to the size. Let's take a quick break.
Yes.
All right, and we're back. Luke had to go pee. He signaled to me that
I pooped, man. I dropped a deuce. I cut a turd, man.
Did you spray?
I didn't see the spray. I don't spray when I'm dropping bombs.
All right, so I went at you I interviewed you or asked you a couple questions because somebody wanted to know who we were, and going into that'd make more sense if people were actually seeing us as they are, like they are now for the first time. So yeah, go ahead and blast me a couple questions, and I'll do my best to answer.
Yeah.
As short as I can.
What baseball team you like?
Yankees.
How'd that come about?
Yeah,
Have you always been a Yankees fan?
Yeah, I have actually. I mean, not a Yankees fan. I was a Minnesota Twins fan growing up. A Kirby Puckett. Kirby Puckett.
The man, the myth, the legend, Hall of Famer.
And then when he left the Twins, I was like, yeah, I was younger, so I was like, cool, Wonk, I gotta find another team to like. You know what I'm saying?
Who does that?
And then, Kent Herbeck. That was the championship team that they had. It was Kirby Puckett and Kent Herbeck.
Oh yeah, 1987, 88.
I'd have to look it up. I can't remember.
Oh my God, dude! What kind of fan are you, dude?
Yeah.
It is 1987, I believe.
Yeah, and then I don't know what it was. I was pinstriped. I like the classic like pinstripe look. You know what I mean? And then I started following them, and then shortly thereafter, Gus started jamming with us, and then once Gus started jamming with us, he was a Yankees fan too.
Yeah.
So and then it was like it became what do they call that? Just all around all the time. So yeah, I mean, yeah, fucking the history of the Yankees is, man, dude, I was a fan of them when they went through that whole miracle like comeback phase. You know what I'm saying? Derek Jeter, Mariano Rivera, Jorge Posada, fucking all the classics, bro.
I didn't know if that was the team that you're listing right now, or if those were the ones that got busted for PEDs. Sauce.
That was Alex Rodriguez, yo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
Posada
on board
did
with
too.
everybody else too who says that he shouldn't make it into the Hall of Fame because I agree with that. I don't, you know.
You
I
agree with that?
I agree with that. Yeah, that's cheating, man. And if you're gonna take everybody down, then go ahead and take everybody down. You can't have everybody. But if you're gonna do that, you have to do that full scale because there's a lot of people in the Hall of Fame, names that you wouldn't think that we respect who would be taken out because they were on performance enhancement.
You know what? But check this out. You know, and
because it goes way back.
oh, I'm sure in a way, but this what gets me.
I'm struggling over here, dude, to drink my coffee. Hold on.
This what's funny. This what
Look at my cup and shit.
I could really care less if you're gonna use.
It's the Christmas special, y'all.
If you're gonna use drugs.
What do you mean?
As for
Well, I mean, it depends on what it is, though. I mean, I think a toke could be considered performance enhancing.
Well, what?
A toke could be considered performance
Oh.
enhancing.
Anything. But you know what? Check this out. If you're gonna do baseball the way to keep it clean, I guess you could say, then they should go by the Olympic testing.
Yeah.
And
Like the
when I say the
Russians.
Olympics testing, dude, you really can't even necessarily drink a Gatorade during that time when you're at the Olympics.
Yeah, but isn't
Nope.
it the athlete and his management and his team's like interest to look into what they're putting into the athletes' bodies?
Well, see, and that's just it.
you know what I'm saying? It's
If
a little bit.
and that's just it.
If that's your field of study, then you know.
But you can detect anything and everything that you want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If it's not in your body already, then you don't need it. That's the way I
and
see
there's
it.
some undetectable
Substances.
substances. How would I mean?
Well, look
well,
at
it's a fine line
Lance
because-
Armstrong.
Yeah.
7 in a row.
but that's what I'm saying, dude. You can't have.
But you know what?
In that respect, you know what I'm saying. In that regard, you know what I'm saying. You think that you got to
He
look
was
at that whole
paying
Live Strong.
people, dude.
Yeah, that was a bombshell because it was like Live Strong was a brand, bro. You know what I mean? And it was a
Nike
huge
ran
brand.
with it, dude.
Yeah,
Nike.
it was a huge brand, and to know that he did that, dude, it's like finding out Michael Phelps was on steroids. You know what I'm saying? I have a big respect for Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? Because of his backstory and everything he ever did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it would be like finding something out about him. You know what I mean? Or I guess that's a bad example because he's gone now. But I mean, he was class, and there's a lot of people who you think are class, and then when you end up finding that out, it's just like, dude.
Exactly. And that's like Pete Rose.
Right.
But
see, I think that's
Pete
different. Though.
Well, see.
I think that's different, man. I mean, if a man is gonna, I don't know. You can't cheat in baseball because you can't manipulate certain situations anyway.
See,
If
okay,
you're, if
now
you're,
if
if
that
you're
was
betting
if
on
that was
baseball,
the case,
I don't know. I don't think that. I don't know.
yeah. Well, see, because the way I see it is this: he knew what he did, and he did wrong. Right, plain and simple.
Let's use this as an example. Okay, you're the owner of a team, right? A manager. Okay, and you got 9 scrubs, on your roster, right? What moves as a manager can you make with these guys? These guys you have. What moves as a manager can you make that's gonna alter the game?
Oh man, that depends on whether you want to win or lose. If you're trying to lose,
Yeah. What
then-
can you do as a manager?
then
What do you do?
it's
How
easy.
do you as a manager do that though?
I would, for one, I would shake up the batting order.
Okay.
Okay. Make it really unconventional.
Yeah. Okay, but you being Pete Rose, we're gonna. Okay, let's.
See, but Pete Rose.
Let's hypothetically say that Pete Rose is a little smarter than we're gonna give him credit for, and he's gonna see that that's gonna be a tip off to the Major League Baseball that something's going on here.
Yeah. Well, see.
Because you have to do it in a way that you're not gonna leave a trace.
Yeah, and that's just it. Because it's almost like.
And it didn't become an issue until he came out, and they came out, and it was.
It's like the FBI
Yeah.
busted him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whether it was a racketeer or anything like that.
But what they
it was
found
money.
were
It was
receipts, right?
Yeah, dude, they had bookies.
Right. Bookies, yeah. That's what they found were the receipts.
Yeah, man. Who's PR? Oh, that's Pete Rose.
Well, couldn't you say? I think between you and I, okay, let's say the Ravens are going to play the Patriots, right? Who do you think is going to win that game?
Depends, man.
Right.
I mean, can you tank a game? Yes, you can. The White Sox did it in 1916.
Yeah, but
bro.
let's just say that you bet that you're going to win the game.
Okay, again,
Right.
that's when you say, hey, you got to do everything you're
Yeah, but
possible.
that's what you're doing anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yes and no. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to tell, man.
If I was Pete, I mean, I would have liked to have seen Pete go down.
I mean,
at least them saying, okay, well, he bet on baseball, but every bet he made was to win. You know what I mean? But I mean, like I said,
say, oh, well, I never bet on my own team.
Right,
I've never bet on myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if he did,
Mhm.
which I think he did, I mean, I'm telling his bookies, hey, guess what? I'm going to steal 3 bases.
Right.
I'm going to hit 4 singles,
Right.
you know, and 1 double.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to do this in this one game.
Yeah.
Watch me.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He has the natural talent, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
come on, man. He had the talent. He's got the numbers that shows it. But in a sport that you signed a contract with, you're under all the laws and bylaws of the Major League Baseball.
yeah, but then that's what I'm saying. That's the subject at hand. Is like you look at all the performance enhancing players who are in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you're gonna point the finger at A-Rod, then you gotta say, okay, well, this fucking Jose Canseco, this bitch.
well, you know, but that's just it. Jose Canseco. Well, this, like I said, this is my stand on PEDs.
Right.
It was never illegal.
He came in and he was like, boom, and then he was out.
But like I said, it was not illegal
Mm-hmm.
to be on those. They were just saying, hey, check this out. We got these drugs. We think that they're helping these players.
Right.
You know, at the time, they weren't illegal.
Yeah.
Now they are.
Yeah.
They weren't illegal until just like 5 years ago.
What was A-Rod's thing? His cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah. His cousin said that he had him or something like that.
Yeah. But like I said, Jose Canseco, should he be in the Hall of Fame?
You know what? I would
First
respect
40,
these guys.
40.
I would respect these guys more if they came out and said, "Hey, are you using?" And they were like, "Yeah."
Well, no, but that's just it. Because technically,
I think it adds more fun to baseball.
5 years ago,
Yeah.
if somebody asked me and I was on a Major League Baseball team,
Right.
Luke, yeah, what's up, press? You know, people of the press, what's going on? Are you taking performance enhancement drugs? Yes, I am. I'm taking Viagra. You know, but no, I'm just saying. Yes, I have, been taking this product from GNC.
Right.
It's here right now. Look, I'm drinking it right now.
Right.
It's cherry flavored.
Right.
You know, and it's a foreign substance that
Yeah.
I'm putting in my body.
They're saying
that's
that.
supposed to be making me be able to build more muscle,
Right.
you know, and heal faster, you know, not get sore.
Right.
This and that. This is what this does.
Right.
Is it helping me hit the baseball 100 yards or more?
There's still, you gotta be able to still do it. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
naturally your body still has to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but they're even saying that some of these creatines and all that have extra substances or whatever that
Yeah.
are that
They might get your blood going
Yeah.
faster through your body and stuff like that, and give you that little extra
I
pick.
can't remember who it was. There was
But
somebody recently who came out and said, if you were to unravel it, if you were really to pull on that thread, you'd be amazed at how many of these players you would have to take out of the Hall of Fame. There was somebody who criticized what's his name?
Well, cocaine.
Yeah.
Like Doc Gooden.
Right.
You know.
Oh yeah, I was out in the public. But those guys were known as being
but you know what I'm saying?
boys. The Mets, they were
bad boys.
they were the bad boys of baseball. Yeah.
Exactly. But check this out. They were doing cocaine, dude. They were
Yeah,
high
they all
as
were.
shit
They all were.
playing baseball.
Yeah.
Playing baseball, I mean.
They were like the Motley Crue of baseball.
Dude, I'm telling you. You know, but Lawrence Taylor,
Yeah.
New York Giants,
Right. He's
Hall of
in jail
Famer.
right now, isn't he?
Hall of Famer,
Right.
would go to games higher than shit, man. He'd be like, yeah, man, I would do a whole gram of cocaine before I got on the field, and then I'd come back at halftime, do some more to go back out there and kill people, punish people.
Right.
You know? Dude,
Yeah, he was notorious for that. Yeah.
Again, you know, it is what it is, but to be honest, I say let them do it. I would like to see 600-pound baseball players just looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Lou Ferrigno trying to hit the ball out of the stadium 6 blocks down the street. I would love to see that. But you know what? Then you can't complain if everybody's on it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
If they want to damage their bodies with the shit that they're putting in,
I
then
don't know, man.
let them be. But I would be like, hey, your insurance, your medical insurance.
You want to see proof? You want to see proof of steroids having in effect taking a big toll on your body? Look at the old school. Well, it's not old school, but some of the past wrestlers in the last 15 years. There's a lot of big names there that are gone already.
Okay, well, check this out. One of the most famous guys that was a steroid junkie, big time, Lyle Alzado.
Oh yeah, I
Los
remember
Angeles,
him.
the Raiders.
Former Raider, yeah.
Yep. And his body went to shit.
They all look
big,
bad.
so bad, so
They all
fast.
look bad.
And he had
go look at a
multiple, he had
video.
multiple things wrong with him, dude.
Go search. What's his name? Who was with my girl? Miss Elizabeth.
Oh
May
shit.
she rest in peace.
The lovely, lovely Miss
Oh,
Elizabeth.
Man.
Wharton Fieldhouse.
No, Lex Luger, who was with her when she died. Anyway, go look at a picture of him, dude, and you can't. He looks bad.
Oh yeah, dude.
I think he's in a chair now.
Well, you gotta figure these guys they put their bodies into so much damage,
Oh,
not
my
just
God.
drug wise,
Yeah.
but physically. I mean, and I know this for a fact because, like, me,
You juice?
being 41 years old,
Right.
I got knees
Right.
of an 80-year-old, you know, and it's because I was in the service
I
for
understand.
11 and a half years.
Spending a lot of time on your knees.
Hell yeah. No, but you know,
yeah, no,
these
I get
guys,
it.
and these guys did it, you know,
Shit.
15,
I'll
20
fall
years or longer, beating each other's bodies, you know, and training so hard to be muscular. You know, dude, I'm telling you,
Right.
that stuff that you put in your body, that's just not natural, man. It is,
No. And your body's gonna react eventually.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know if you. Yeah, it's off.
It's off. My battery's dead.
Is it? That's all good. I got you. Oh shit. Let's
Let's call it a day. Let's call it a wrap.
All right. I'm gonna get on your side then. I don't know where I ended. So we'll just do this. Alright, I'm coming in here to choke Luke.
Yeah.
We just want to say Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Or, I mean, I guess we gotta go. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, whatever. I'm looking at the wrong way. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, we're over here. Alright, okay.
Camera one. Camera two.
Alright, so, I just came in. We're gonna say, see you later. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. You'll probably see this before New Year, so whatever.
Happy Kwanzaa,
Anyway.
Hanukkah.
Yeah. Keep out. What is it? Keep up. Whatever. Peace. What are the kids saying these days? Anyway,
Word to
let's
your
do that
mother.
again. Ready? All right. All right. All right. 3, 2. Wait. All right. I'm coming around here just to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Luke, you got anything you want to add?
Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. You know.
Chanuka.
Yeah. Dreidel.
All right. Chunky bananas. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Russell Simmons.